Hello friends, doom scrolling a modern day addiction. In this video I would like to talk about what is this doom scrolling and what happens when we do doom scrolling and how to break this habit. I think for most of us scrolling is a familiar thing. We all do that. It's a way of unwind or catch up on the news and other social media content. It can easily turn from few minutes to few hours. So what is this doom scrolling? Doom scrolling is the act of spending an excessive amount of time on social media scrolling through overwhelmingly negative content. And research shows that it can vary from few minutes to hours to multiple hours, like 4 hours, 5 hours or more per day people spend doom scrolling. So how this term became popular? The term became popular during COVID-19 pandemic when people were spending a lot of time reading negative news about the pandemic. The Oxford English Dictionary named it one of its word of the year in 2020. Research evidence shows on what happens when we do doom scrolling. Lot of research done in this area, doom scrolling, social media use, fear of missing out, and research shows that this habit often results in considerable psychological distress and social media addiction. This leads to lower mental well-being, poorer life satisfaction, and reduced engagement at work, productivity, sleep problems, depression, anxiety, neck pain, and the list goes on. So how to break this habit? The good news is that there are many ways to break this habit. First of all, we need to recognize that this is a problem. Scroll mindfully, responsibly, and intentionally. So if we need to take control of it. So first point is replace with a hobby. Find a hobby to occupy us during free time or help us to unwind rather than scrolling our phones, TV, and other screens. Creative hobbies and activities are linked to better well-being, reduce stress, encourage a sense of personal fulfillment through developing new skills. So doing a hobby mindfully simply means paying attention to what you're doing and being in the moment. Whether that's coloring, knitting, embroidery, sewing, reading, gardening, cooking, crafting, painting, drawing, photography, bird watching, and spending time in nature. So choose a hobby which is interesting and engaging for you. It is a fully immersible experience. This can be a great antidote for losing hours to doom scrolling. The second point is replace with nurturing your passion or interest or talent, like singing, dancing, learning musical instruments, learning new language, new skills. The third point is replace with positive habits. You can practice Nixon, the art of doing nothing. I have made a video in the past and the link is there in the description. You can watch that. Listen to some useful podcast videos rather than looking at the screen. Try to spend your time on activities and with people who nourish you and enrich your moments. Take control over what you see. Watch news in moderation. We all need to know what is happening around and we need to watch the news, but watch in moderation. You know that repeatedly watching negative headlines and content can affect us in many ways. We all know that very clearly. You can shape your online experience, follow accounts that offer educational, uplifting, or human interest content, and to balance out the negative content. Adjust settings in the phone. If required, use apps that limits doom scrolling. Minimize notifications, and you can also have no phone zones. I would like to conclude this video by giving you an acronym ARC. A is accept, R is replace, and C control. Accept, this is a huge problem. It can lead to social media addiction. And replace with better hobbies and habits, and take control of your phones and screens. Hope this video is useful.